This is a massive, massive development that we are looking at in the Paris Olympics 2024 because breaking news. Vinesh Phogat has managed to achieve the impossible. She's managed to beat the Japanese world champion and 2020 Tokyo Games gold medalist Yui Susaki 3-2. It was a magnificent performance from Vinesh Phogat, and at the last 15 seconds, if you look at it, it was truly drama at its best. Now, this is how the bout feature. Remember, there are 6 minutes for the total game, 3 minutes of two rounds. And initially, when you look at it, it was the Japanese who was leading 2-0 because there was an initiation that was done. And if Vinesh Phogat couldn't get the attacking move, attacking grapple, then she would unfortunately lose a point. And that's what happened not once, but twice. But with 15 seconds to go, Vinesh Phogat had an attacking move and she pinned the Japanese, and because of that, she got 2 points. But then, because it was the initiation process, an additional 1 point could have come also. So the Japanese challenged that, but then the referees had a look and attack happened at the right point. The replays were seen, and at that point, it was confirmed. Vinesh Phogat had achieved something which was simply sensational. And look at it, 3-2 against Yui Susaki. Yui Susaki is a world champion in this format, and also she's the 2021 Tokyo Olympics gold medalist. In her entire career, which has sparked 25, she's only 25, but in her entire career, she's lost only 3 games prior to this encounter. Now, this is her fourth loss ever in her career, and what a time it has come at. Vinesh Phogat gave it her all. She was very calm. She realized that, okay, maybe I have to hold back. I'll have to just ensure that Yui Susaki does not go away at this point. 2-0 heading into the last 15 seconds. She knew that, okay, maybe she had a chance. She capitalized on it and then ensured she had the technical hold. And because of that, it was a 3-2 win on points. And after a replay which lasted over close to 1 minute, the judges, the referees, they all had a particular look at it. And fantastic strategy by Vinesh has meant that she is now into the quarterfinals that will be played at 4:20 p.m. IST. This has kind of made up for what happened yesterday at what happened with Nisha Daya. Nisha Daya was 8-2 up against the North Korean in the 68 kilo category, but then she suffered an arm injury. She continued to fight, and because of that, she lost 10-8. The comments that have come later on does not paint the coach in good light, but then that's how wrestling is. Vinesh Phogat, on the other hand, she bided her time, took the attack until the last second, and it is a massive, massive upset in wrestling if you look at it. As I mentioned at the very start of the live, Susaki is the world champion and the 2020 gold medalist in Tokyo. It is a fantastic victory, and you cannot deny it at that point in time. So let's just see how Vinesh Phogat continues from this point on. Now, Susaki will have to hope that she gets that Vinesh enters the final. Then only she can get into repechage. Now, unfortunately, what has happened is she's lost at this point. Vinesh will have to go into the finals to ensure she gets into repechage. So, only 3 losses prior to this in her professional career, Yui Susaki had managed to lose. Now, this is her fourth loss that has happened, and Vinesh Phogat, it has not been an ideal build-up for Vinesh. Let us be very honest about it. From all the trauma, from all the pain that she had, 1.5 years she was fighting it out in the streets in Jantar Mantar. The WFI protests and all that situation robbed her time of the mat. But then she made a comeback, and then if you looked at the build-up, she won the gold in the Spanish Grand Prix, and she had won it quite decently also in that sense, with a decent margin. So that's why Vinesh Phogat had the right kind of momentum coming into the Paris Olympics. And yes, even when you look at how she had prepared earlier, prior to the Spanish Grand Prix, she had shed a lot of weight. She had adopted extreme techniques to ensure that she would be prepared and she would be in that weight category results, in the 50 kilo category. So fantastic, fantastic achievement from Vinesh Phogat, who has managed to beat Yui Susaki. We all felt it would be the reverse. She would lose to Susaki, and she would have to hope to get into repechage. So, because Jaglan, Vinesh next match timing is at 4:20 p.m. So that is the situation that we have got. And Sarat Chandra is saying, what a comeback. I lost hope and thought about repechage. Is this first loss for Susaki? Great game plan by Vinesh. What's the chances of her next round? See, this is not her first loss with Susaki. She had lost 3 times prior to this. Now the chances, see, wrestling is all about chance. I mean, whoever plays well in that particular time, she does it. If you looked at Nisha Daya, she had faced the weakest opponent in that entire bout that she had. But then unfortunately, she was injured and she had to crash out. So that's why, looking at it, anybody can be in good position heading into it. So the quarterfinals and the semi-finals, if Vinesh makes it to the semi-final, she's at least, if she loses there, God forbid if she loses, she's at least assured of a bronze repechage round at least if she reaches the semi-final. So that's why it is going to be very, very important for Vinesh that she does not lose any of her other rounds. 420 is there, then I think the semi-final is at 10 in the night, if I'm not mistaken. So that is how this wrestling thing will progress. Already we have had a good start. Nisha Daya was the unfortunate bit, but then if you looked at the other cases, you saw Vinesh get off to a great start. Robin Singh, I've never seen Susaki having single silver in her career. What I've only seen is gold, gold, gold. Robin Singh, that is the reason why she is one of the best. And this victory is one of the biggest upsets in the history of wrestling when you look at it in the 50 kilo category. So Rishikesh Sagar, Vinesh will bring gold. Well, let's hope so. Let's hope so. So now we are looking at Neeraj Chopra, whose qualifications going to start 320. He is one of the favorites to qualify. Remember, 85-meter. And there is one more bad news if you look at it. Men's team in China, in the men's table tennis team event, India are out. Sharad Kamal may have probably played his last Olympics and maybe his last table tennis match if you look at it. So India lost to China 3-0. The doubles duo of Manav Thakkar and Harmeet Desai lost in the first doubles match. Then Sharad Kamal lost, and now Manav Thakkar has lost in the third game as well. So disappointment in table tennis. India men's campaign is over, but if you look at it, women's team is still there. Once Jen is saying we will support every wrestler they perform in the mat. We will be there for our wrestlers. Once Jen, hold on to that thought. I will ask this question after 11th of August. 11th of August, let's see how it happens. So it was like watching a Bollywood movie go Vinesh Neeraj Singh. We say, well, when it is India, Bollywood has to be involved. There has to be some drama every single time. You never get it the easy way when it is India. So Vinesh Phogat has achieved something fantastic, something spectacular. And because of that, we all should be proud of her for whatever has happened. So let's see how it pans out at 4:20 p.m. If she reaches the semi-final, then bronze medal is at least repechage round is at least assured. So it is fantastic, fantastic indeed. So congratulations, Vinesh. Pray that she does well in the quarterfinals also. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this live. Subscribe to Sports Today for all the latest news and analysis. And Neeraj, let's see how he goes from this point on. Bye bye.